Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we have an exciting topic to explore. The 5 keys of Jewish millionaires for creating successful businesses and prospering in life. Stay with me as we dive into these valuable insights. First key, savings, work, and investment. For the Jews, it's not enough just to receive an inheritance. It's also essential to know how to maintain and grow it. To achieve this, there must be a transfer of knowledge from parents to children and within the Jewish community. From a young age, Jews are accustomed to studying their 2 sacred books, the Torah and the Talmud. Interestingly, these ancient texts already contain advice on finances and investment, such as the rule of the 3/3. Rabbi Isaac said that a person should try to divide their money into 3 parts, 1/3 in land, 1/3 in businesses, and 1/3 as liquid assets. Land is safer, but the return on investment is low. Businesses yield more profits, but come with higher risks. Having 1/3 as liquid assets provides security for new investments or unexpected needs. The rule of the 3/3 is not a fixed rule, but rather a practical application of the general principle of diversification. It aims to ensure long-term security, returns, and the ability to seize opportunities that may arise immediately. Another quote I like is, "A person's goal should be that their property prospers, replacing what is temporary with what is lasting." The intention should not be for short-term enjoyment or benefiting a little now but losing much later. For instance, it doesn't make sense to sell your house to buy a Ferrari or use your credit card to buy clothes you don't need. Jews advise the opposite. Sell temporary items in your life and invest in things that will provide long-term returns, like stocks, bonds, or a small property that can be rented out, among others. As you can see, in Western society we rarely talk about money because it's considered taboo. However, for Jews, discussing money is common since it is part of their religion and daily life. Second key, you should always have your own business. For Judaism, it is desirable to be wealthy because it is a means to enhance the capacity to serve God, as long as it helps others and is earned honestly. As you can see, this aspiration is ingrained in the Jewish religion. There is no impediment for them to prosper, while in other cultures and religions, accumulating wealth may be viewed negatively. The Jewish community and their families support this desire for prosperity, and it is vital for them to have their own business. Working for someone else throughout their lives is seen as a burden. They are also aware of the importance of reinvesting in their own business. Let's imagine a miner who digs the earth with his own hands. When he finds his first gold nugget, he goes to the store and buys a pickaxe. The pickaxe allows him to work more efficiently and faster. When he finds his second gold nugget, he buys a second pickaxe and hires a second miner. This example illustrates that Jews are conscious that their business is what will provide long-term wealth, so they reinvest every last dollar, every last euro, into their own business. For Jews, money is not an end in itself. Accumulating money for the sake of accumulating more money without contentment is seen as senseless. For them, money is always a means, not an end. And being obstinate in hoarding it is almost like committing a crime. That's why the most important thing for Jews is not to accumulate wealth, but to create businesses and reinvest so that these businesses can provide them with a good quality of life. Third key, having a solid network of contacts. The Jewish people are unique when it comes to contacts. They have experienced what is known as the diaspora, which means the dispersion of the Jewish people throughout the world. Instead of viewing it as something negative, they have turned it into a blessing. As a result of this dispersion, Jews have friends and family all over the world. Having good contacts is essential for making money, having successful businesses, and making good investments. Jews support and help one another. They don't put obstacles in each other's way, making it easier for them to succeed and avoid duplicating mistakes. It is also noteworthy that the world's leading social network, Facebook, was created by a Jew. Facebook is used in many ways, but its primary purpose is to connect people, make new contacts, and strengthen existing ones. This highlights the strength of the Jewish people's network of contacts. Fourth key, maintaining an impeccable reputation. For Jews, having a good reputation within their community is highly important. It's like having a passport that opens many doors to conduct increasingly significant businesses. This is why Jews maintain an impeccable reputation. Treating employees well is vital since they are the fundamental gears that make the company function correctly. For Jews, it is a law to treat employees well, as seen here. You shall not defraud a poor or destitute hired servant among your fellowmen or your proselyte within your gates. This means you should never take advantage of your employees and always treat them with respect. Never make distinctions based on race, age, gender, religion, or color. Always be aware that building a reputation of fairness with your employees will earn their respect and loyalty. Here's a fact. In Jewish religion, paying wages late can be a sin comparable to homicide. It is also crucial to be honest with your clients. Jews summarize it as, "Do not put a stumbling block before the blind." This means you should not take advantage of someone who doesn't know or can't see what you are doing. Sometimes you may gain more profit by reducing the quality of a product without the client knowing, but this is wrong. When a Jew has doubts, they can always refer to their biblical principles to determine what is right and what is wrong. Fifth key. Always focus on knowledge. Throughout much of their history, Jews had no intention of amassing land due to the risk of being targeted as scapegoats and losing everything during crises. Instead, they focused on accumulating wealth in the form of gold, precious stones, and most importantly, knowledge. Knowledge is something that can never be taken away from you. Prominent Jewish families like the Rothschilds passed down their accumulated knowledge from one generation to the next, ensuring that their fortunes not only remain intact but also thrive over time. Consequently, within the Jewish community, the significance of knowledge and wisdom in making money and multiplying it cannot be overstated. Even if one were to lose everything, possessing the know-how to generate wealth can lead to a rebound within 5 or 6 years. It's essential to recognize that if all the money in the world were divided equally among everyone, within a short time, the wealth would find its way back to the same hands. This is precisely why acquiring knowledge should be the cornerstone of your financial journey. Now, I'd love to hear from you which of these 5 points resonates with you the most. Share your thoughts in the comments and let me know if you agree with them or if you'd like to add anything else. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you want more content like this. Goodbye, good evening, and see you soon.